still as 8 as I remember it, but now even more 8s because of the cap time, right?
Yeah. So, oh yeah, I'm done. I'm ready.
Okay. So for your mid fights, I would say there are like a couple of options you have. It's kind of revolving around your demo, where he rolls out and how he wants to play it.
Mm.
And if you want to play aggro or passive, it really depends what team you are playing and what you're expecting to play against. Um, for your demo, there are two options. You either go house if you are fast, but the safest option that everyone needs to roll out was balcony.
Okay.
Uh, the reason you want to go balcony is because you have two options. You can play from this window, and as soon as something bombs you, you can either back up into a house, sticky yourself, or you can drop down to your team, get heals. You don't even have to drop down, you can like stand here or on the balcony as a demo and just get healed, get an arrow. And this is like a very powerful position for demo because you have angle to spam anywhere.
Okay.
If the enemy team's like walking under and walking up their side, you can like spam over. You can back up anywhere. You're basically in the middle of the things. Of the mid, so you can spam everywhere. If they're rushing left side, you have a perfect angle to spam the house, etc. So I always prefer to go bulk. If you are super fast and you want to do like a mid, one surprise mid per game, or maybe two max, you can go house and just play aggro over the point, but you need to be synced up with your soldiers. I'm trying to remember what mid I did. I did like a high bomb,
Mm-hmm.
I think from Valley or something. I can't fucking remember it.
Maybe. There's quite high walls there, so.
You can do something like that, or no, this was the fucking mid. Like walk
Oh.
up here as a soldier, and you can go high.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I
Be a
see.
distraction. You can land anywhere.
Mm.
So high bombs are very powerful. If basically Badlands mid was awful because if the enemy soldiers decided that they're gonna kill your medic, they're gonna kill your medic. There is something you can do because you always roll out on the low ground. If they high bomb, you have nowhere to serve or back out to. Like
Okay.
they can get on you fast, unless you are super lucky or the soldiers are pretty shit. They're gonna kill your medic. So, but you can still play like a safe valley where you have everyone sitting in valley and just like spamming, getting like some ground, spamming, leaving, re-healing, re-jumping. But generally, you want your soldiers to do like a high bomb and commit over.
Okay.
As your combo, you want to be walking up either left side. But if you are walking up left side, you need to be super quick because this slope is gonna catch a lot of spam. So attach to your scout, fucking run up and play from this position. You don't want to end up behind your train because there is no much space for you to move around. You're basically stuck between three walls and you're on the low ground. If something jumps on the train, you're fucked. And the only way for you to get out is choke. And
O-
once you're out of choke as a medic, you lost the mid fight.
okay.
So if you're rolling out left side as a medic, you want to stay like in this area-ish. There is a backpack for you. You can serve back to Valley, etc. But never like retreat behind your house. This was always bad.
Okay.
Unless there is some funny, like super funny situation happening, where, where you just get like bomb rushed and you can like take out the aggression by backing up into choke, getting like free kills and then re-pushing back in. But generally, again, playing against good teams, that's not gonna get you anywhere. Um, yeah, that's about it for the mid fights. You can go right side. Right side's risky. It's like going right side on Gully Wash. You
Okay.
have to
Yeah.
like you have to like super rush like both scouts like through the house and get a ground of like you basically need to have at least one soldier standing on their train and just taking the damage, and your scouts then coming after and taking space.
Okay.
You,
Yeah.
maybe one soldier high bombing, but one soldier needs to play from this train. So just two mets that we used to do in 7, from what I remember, was me doing like a high bomb. Well, I used to be better. Me doing like a high bomb to end up on the balcony, on the enemy bulk, and just playing from here. If I'm getting rushed, I can like go all the way back, or I can go back to the shit house, get healed here,
Okay.
etc. So just being a flashbang, just a distraction, and the other soldier is basically commenting on the train, and we play aggro across the point. Cadus love to do fast rollouts, so we played Badlands mids, played aggro. Or you can go all the way right side and do the mid as I described. You have
Yeah.
one soldier landing here, taking the ground, and your team, your demo can like sit back here and just like spam up, and once he's like reloading, he can walk up. He has half his shit reloaded by like this 5-second rotation
Yeah.
from lower ground to high ground, and then like finish up on the fight. But spamming this fucking area is so powerful when you can like spam out the med and scout. Holding second. Holding second is interesting, and I think 7 was the only team that was playing like this, where we only had roamer watching flank from drop down. A lot of
Okay.
teams had soldier here in forward
Yeah.
and just sitting here, but you have no eyes. Once you get pressured, your only way back is into the forwards, and the door shuts, so you don't see what's happening.
Okay.
You have no option to rotate. If the demo stick is up the forward spawn, you're kind of fucked. You have nowhere to go, basically.
Yeah.
So what we used to do was play roamer here, and just basically sit here. You're not doing anything. You're not even shooting rockets. You're not wasting your ammo, because there are no ammo packs nearby.
Mm.
So this is kind of just like sitting here. I was just doing my scroll wheel jump so I don't get like funny headshot or something from
Doing
Bowie.
something.
You just sit here and you watch. As soon as you get rushed, you can like back up here, spam rockets down in case they're like trying to get behind. If you always have like one scout on like by the bridge or here, so
Okay.
he's ready to go help you, like the flank scout, and he can like check. He's not gonna commit to the fight because you are not committing to the fight.
Okay.
If there is someone that wants to go behind, you just like they want to go into lobby. They can't really get anything done other than get like a scout up on a spire and get a backup going, but that's pretty dog.
Yeah.
If you call a scout's going behind and your scout calls that he's going shutter, you can just rotate here, and you have a high ground on him like instantly. Just like
Okay.
stand here, you can check where he's going, you can deny him the pack, etc. So that's like a very powerful position for a roamer, and that leaves you to have 5 people in choke, which is right.
Whoa. Pause a bit.
Oh, I'm lagging. I think.
Yeah. You were
I
lagging.
think it's good. So that leaves 5 people in the choke, and that's gonna deny pretty much every sack wave. With your medic, generally you're just gonna hold like close if it's even Ubers on a bridge, or
Okay.
like in front of the bridge. Playing back here, you don't really have eyes on choke. You don't see what's bombing you, and again you are constrained by walls all around you.
Okay.
So just play in an open area like this as the medic, that's fine. Your demo's generally gonna be playing like around here, just like spamming the choke. Your soldier's hogging the fucking health pack and just like, he doesn't even need to be like checking into the house because you have
Roma.
all of this area covered by the
Oh.
roamer,
Oh yeah.
and there is nowhere else for them to get like behind and shit. So he doesn't even need to be spotting. Like every now and then he can peek. Just don't get juggled. This is like a funny
Oh.
fucking thing that you can get juggled on. So you just like, you just play here. Make sure no one's coming through the door. Just like watch it like this. This is fine. And you have like scouts, one on a high ground, so he can like engage the soldier better if he's sacking through, and one like back here, so he's ready to like, your medic can heal him and get the speed boost and shit, and also help on the flank
Yeah.
and build and stuff. So
I've
that's generally how you want to hold it.
I've seen some scouts like just on the spy as well, or like where that health pack is. Sometimes. Go around here.
Yeah,
You
this
saw
is
it?
fine as well, but you're kind of far away from choke. Like by the time the soldier like flies through and gets on your medic, he's already on the ground. You kind of want to engage him in like when he's in the air. So you
Okay.
want to hit him for at least like 100. So when the soldier lands, your soldier can just shoot one rocket. That's another 100, and he's dead. He doesn't even get like a second
Yeah.
rocket off before he lands. If you're holding passive, sometimes teams when they're on a dissad, you just want to hold from trash.
Okay.
And it's not that much different for the roamer. You still want to be spotting into valley, but you can have like a. This is just for buying time when you're backing into last on like a disadvantage. You just have one soldier on a spire, like spamming, buying time. You have your demo on, like just in trash, just like putting traps everywhere on the spire. But as soon as you see them like on the bridge, you have to get the fuck out, because they can cut off this exit for you very easily.
Okay.
So if you see them rushing, you need to get out.
When's it okay coming to bats, like pushing out from bats or like going into bats?
Generally, I remember we just went trash always. Like when we are pushing out from last, it was always from trash. We just had like a demo controlling this area, so just sticky up both shutters, or like this shutter and like up here, and we push out of trash,
Okay.
and we have one soldier checking this area.
Like
you have
gully
everything covered.
wash. It's like gully wash in a way.
Yeah, there are a lot of funny spots on badlands where you can hide. You used to be able to like beat up on this lamp.
Yeah.
This is a funny spot. There was a funny spot here.
I remember that.
They added this
Oh,
shit,
that.
so up here as well. Like on all of these lamps, pretty much you could stand. So always just like look up. Oh, they patched it. You could be in a fucking ceiling on all of badlands. That was funny. So yeah, just like clear out everything. Make sure you are not getting backup, because badlands is fucking notorious for that. Just getting backupped. So yeah, demo just has like sticks on the shutter and like on this door, so you don't get backup from those doors, and you have a roamer like here, just like watching. Doesn't need to be pushing out, you just like watch here, spam. You can help spam here, but always keep an eye on drop down. This is a very powerful area for a soldier to play in.
Okay.
Like even if a fully buff scout comes in through drop down, you should have no issue dealing with him, because there is no way for him to move. And yeah, that's about it. And then you have like a pocket jumping spire when you're pushing out, spotting everything. You have good vision of all of the players on the map. And then just scouts playing with your medic.
What's the respawn time looking like? Is it like snake water last or?
It's pretty
fast?
bad. I'm not sure if they've changed it, but it used to be snake water last level. So by the time you like the fight ends on last and you setting up to push out, by the time you like your pocket is jumping on spire,
Yeah.
there's already a sniper in choke.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right? So if you know that they're like running a sniper, or you want to deny the sniper, your pocket can like jump forward and play from here, or like close choke, just spam, and then you put a scout up on spire and cap. You don't want to commit more than one player to cap the spire. Like most of the teams will be like, okay, we want to deny forwards, so we just stack spire. But you really need these players like just holding the doors, unless they're wiped. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
You want this door covered, that door covered, that door covered. There are 4 fucking doors on this map to get back up from.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So you only want to leave one player on Spire, and maybe like have a soldier close, deny the sniper. If a soldier jumps through, that's fine. You generally want to ignore him, just get your scout to help you. But you want to make sure that the sniper doesn't peek, because peeking from choke is very powerful. Like you see balcony, you see shutter, you see into trash, you see on a Spire.
Wouldn't you leave anyone on last because the because the last cap's so fast?
You can do that. I guess Spy is very popular now. Like way more than it used to be. So if you're scared that they're running Spy, if you didn't count them properly, or you're missing one player, you can just leave soldier on last.
Okay.
Okay. This is a good position to play from. Like by the time anyone coming to last and wants to deal with you, unless it's a demo man, they're not gonna be able to kill you when you're standing here. Like demo can dead the stickies midair, and he's gonna kill you in like 4 stickies. But if it's every other class, they can't really splash you or anything. Like if a soldier, like you see a soldier trying to back up from main,
Yeah.
and he's trying to splash you from here. Like see, this is not splashing. Like there is no way he can like splash you when you're standing on the ring.
Perfect pause. Yeah.
So that's a perfect pose. You're just like behind the glass, think like Sideshow used to like play this spot quite a lot.
I think there's still a spot like in the lamp. I've seen Kunu play demo like in that.
And the lamp is just for funny last holds.
Oh yeah, you still land. Okay.
Yeah, this is the old Cadus spot.
Yeah.
Just put stickies everywhere in the ring, and you just play the lamp. And the only way you can get splashed is by someone actually pushing onto the point and shooting a rocket up like this.
Okay.
And by the time you're on a point, you're kind of dying to the stickies. So unless they are Ubered, then yeah, lamp is powerful. You can play lamp on like some Uber disadvantages, but you generally don't want to come into your demo to hold on a lamp.
Okay.
But it's a funny way to hold, for sure. And holding last.
Yeah, like disads hold.
Yeah.
How would you?
Or like a default last hold. I don't really differentiate between like the Badlands last is so small
Yeah.
that you kind of hold it the same way on this set and on that.
Okay.
You just have a roamer like spotting bottom left. You can see quite deep here, but like you don't want to be too far back. Like you can spot bottom left like being this far back. But if like a scout actually rushes here, and by the time you can actually shoot a rocket at him, he's already on the point. And with the 1 second cap, that's kind of bad.
Okay.
One thing, since there is a 1 second cap time, if you hear the enemy running quickie bombs, you need to have someone on the ring.
Quickie bombs.
Because yeah, the
Okay.
quickie bomb was very popular on Badlands because what you can do is just like come here. It's a demo, push and last. You just shoot one sticky on a point, clear all of the traps, and just have like one scout like run in from main on a point or from bottom left. And it caps so fast that anyone like holding high ground, like you can't get to the point in 1 second. So if they're running quickies, you want to have someone on the point physically. Like just have a soldier here.
Yeah.
Roamer is fine. Then you need to like have someone still watching bottom left, so that it will be like a scout or anyone that, or like the other soldier can play this position, but like more forward, so he can like help spam here as well.
What would the like gun and sniper angles be?
Guns on right side. If you have a gun, it was generally just like here. Like, can I? Yeah, I can.
Oh.
Yeah, I can just no clip.
Oh, yeah.
Gun. You wanna build the gun so it doesn't get spammed from main. So like, this pillar and this pillar
Okay.
is blocking it from main. So like, maybe like here. I don't know if that's a good angle, but I don't know. I never built a gun on last, but that's like, you don't want it to be spammable from main.
Yeah.
It can be more on the right side. See, you can still spam it from here.
Okay.
And so generally the setup was NG Pyro. Pyro is powerful on top
Yeah.
right. You can just reflect everything just by like standing here. Or do the fucking sheepy last hold and just build a gun behind a point. But that wouldn't work anymore because the last actually caps so fast. Like this gun is good. It covers quite a big area of the last, but nowadays people just rush the point because it caps like incredibly quickly.
Okay. What about pushing out of last? Like
Pushing out of last, yeah. Just soldier, scout, and one scout can go balcony and just like clear out balk and go on the spire. You can have your demo like I guess it depends if you're leaving a soldier on last or no. I guess if you want to keep it simple, just leave your soldier on last on a ring.
Okay.
And you can push out with everyone else. Just make sure that every door is covered. Yeah, I guess that would make more sense. Just like push out with everyone and just leave one on last because spy, fast cap time, everything. And the time for you to like come back to the actual last in case your roamer is getting rushed like in drop down by 2 players is too long. Like by the time you're committed to trash.
Yeah. We have
Like,
too many
imagine
people.
you're here, you're pushing out, and your roamer calls, I'm getting rushed in drop down. Like how fast can you get back to last as a demo? Like that's pretty much as fast as I can.
Yeah.
And you've already lost a round. So I guess leave one on the fucking ring, and if the roamer calls that someone's like going after him, just stack the spire. Like by the time they can deal with him on the ring, you can cap the spire.
Okay.
And you just usually push out of trash. You play like this position with demo, and you try and get space and choke. The soldier can be close in this area. Just spam choke, and just have a scout on spire. Your medic doesn't really need to be like walking up the spire. There is no point. You can just like be in trash with your demo.
Okay, that's fair.
And I guess you can have one scout like spotting drop down in case someone's like back up in or something. Just like stand here.
When you're pushing out, when's it better to push out choke or when's it better to push out valley? Would you say?
What do you mean by choke and valley? Like
So
pushing out
let's
of last?
yeah, like pushing out of second to mid.
Oh, pushing out of second to mid. I was a huge fucking fan of pushing out of valley.
Why?
Because you have way more space, basically. So at least my idea when I was main calling for my teams was that you can just leave like a soldier here, like a roamer, and he can see far deep, like into the mid. So in case he's getting rushed, he can jump here, spam more. By the time they're getting on the spire, he can deal with that pretty easily because you have so much vision when you play from choke. And if you are pushing from second to mid from valley, you don't have to go all the way back. You're already here in a choke by taking space from like pushing out of last into spire, and you already have like your soldier here, your demo pushing out, so you're close to the shit house. Not shit house. What the fuck was this called? Haunter.
Haunter, yeah.
Yeah. That you can just go haunter. You don't have to go bulk. You just go here. You walk here, walk here, walk
okay.
here. And if you have like a big ad and you can catch them, you just use here, and your demo's instantly like on them in their choke. If they are not ready for that, you can usually catch them like very easily. And usually people just, when they were holding mid, at least demos, they would like trap choke in some funny way. Like either stickies here. It was always like trapping choke.
Yeah,
No one really trapped valley, so it was mostly free. You don't even have to use out. Like if you have an ad and the enemy team spots you here, they're gonna fucking dip because you're within the like one sticky jump away from their medic, right?
Yeah.
So like
Same.
if I'm here holding on this ad, just like expecting a push from fucking choke that's miles away, and suddenly I see the entire combo in valley, I'm fucking dipping. I'm out of here. So sometimes you can even get in. That's the advantage of pushing valley. And you can just leave one soldier in choke, and you're chilling. But if you want to push choke standard, just make your soldier make space, like jump from choke on the train. Just check like all the usual trap spots, like usually trap here, or I don't know, funny trap on the barrel, or trap in a shit house. Or here I think was like the most popular, or on the train.
Okay.
Just like clear out all the traps, make your scout make space, like standard push, and you just have your roamer watching house and valley.
You said earlier about something about medics, and it reminded me of the granary sort of mids where you kind of expect your medic to die most of the time. Could you do plays where you just like just keep your med in valley or in house and like just sack your two soldiers in just for the med, and just try and just get your med out?
Yeah, I guess you can, but you don't roll out house ever as medic because it's slow, and
Okay.
yeah, you just, and valley gives you more options. So by the time you walk up here, a soldier can be already bombing you, and I guess it really depends how good your medic is really at like dodging and surfing. This rock is fucking powerful. As a medic, you can just like jump here, and when someone's like shooting a rocket at you, you can jump off of the rock and they can't splash underneath you. So like playing around this rock is very powerful. You can like play right side if you want to play passive. So you're like dodging the slope. Like the slope is a fucking death for any medic.
Yeah.
Like
Imagine.
if like you don't have vision because of this stupid fucking rock, and you're like even if you're trying to walk up fast, so you're hugging the corners, you don't have vision of the train because of the rock, you don't have vision of the balcony because of the rock, and you don't have any fucking vision of under because of the stupid fucking rock.
The rock.
So you just walk up, and boom, you're here, and suddenly there's an enemy scout here, like hitting you for 80. There's a sticky flying fucking into your face from the demo spamming from bulk. and there's a soldier like sending a spam rocket.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine like getting spammed from there. It's like hell. It's like a sunshine Tetris. Or
if we didn't do like a super fast mid, my usual rollout on a soldier would be like come here and shoot 2 rockets at the slope or like on the wall there, and reload, and then do like a wall jump from here and from the shit house and just go high. That was like a standard mid. So yeah, everyone's fucking spamming this. So if you wanna have like a successful mid, you just have to trust it and just go blindly really fast. Just walk up. A lot of medics like get staggered here, like someone's asking for an arrow early. Just make sure your team is healthy at the start
yeah,
of the mid. Make sure no one's like committing super early. Just like attach to your scout and walk up. Like don't even look. Just like walk up because you're not gonna dodge everything. Like this
yeah.
is a magnet for spam. You're gonna finish up on like, if you're lucky, on like 100 health, and you are here. And if you are playing your side, you wanna have like a soldier here, maybe on your train, just
Is it?
making sure no one's rushing you from here, and scout as well, like in front of the train. And basically you just want to push over the point as soon as possible. But by all means you can play a passive mid, where your medic just stands in valley, but you're kind of pushed against the rock here, so you're just praying that you don't get double bombed. And if you do, then I don't know, surfing up onto the bulk is good. If if you get that, if you can hit it, or just like
Yeah,
just sit here and just eat the aggression, try and stay alive.
I feel
But
like
it's difficult.
surfing is gonna help you a ton. Like you're saying, that's the passive area. I feel like because it's so far away from the exits, it's not as passive as
Yeah,
like normal
because
5CP
like
maps. But
you would think that passive is like
would be
here.
here, yeah.
Yeah, but
No vision.
your demo's playing fucking house.
Yeah.
Usually, most of the time balcony. Like he can still like jump back and you can arrow him here, but you've given up so much ground that you pretty much lost the mid. If I was playing a mid fight and I see the medic like so far back into the valley and like demo on the back of the balcony like asking for heals, I would just spam the shit out of him and just like stand on a point and cap. And I would be chilling because you're in a cap and there is no one contesting you from this train, so you're just chilling. Everyone's on the low ground.
It's chilling, yeah.
The trains are powerful. Like you get a soldier up here and he's healthy, he's gonna win you the mid. Maybe like trying to break a stalemate. Uh, when you're holding mid, you're pushing into second.
Mm.
You can either do like a stun. Like there were some funky bombs. Let me try and go soldier.
I can imagine doing some Starkey bombs
Yeah, there
somewhere.
was like a drag. There was like a drag bomb. I don't fucking remember what it was, but you basically did like you end up in your own choke and you go
Oh,
or
that's
something like
funky,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
serve up this and you go high. It doesn't really give you much, other than like a little bit more speed exchange for less health. But you don't even want to have your demo like peeking around this corner because then as soon as you're like here, you can get juggled and you can die easily. So it's just either solo bombs from choke to like a normal rocket jump from here. If the medic is far away, then good luck. You need to hit a fucking air shot or something.
Yeah.
Or you can rush value with 2. Um, that's what we usually did. Just have like a soldier here, just ready, be buffed on this ledge, and as soon as your scout rushes
House.
from house, you can do this jump. And depending on where the roamer sits, like this was the standard pose for roamers back in the day, but it's dog shit.
Yeah, I could
But
see.
you can rush the soldier here, or if he's in drop down, then bully him into drop down. Maybe have like we even put like a demo here in the valley when we are trying to aggro. You can just like sticky up, drop down, sticky up, breeze up, sticky up the shutter, and just chill here, and have your scout like rush up, drop down, and maybe get like some aggression on a spire. Walk up spire. Now the entire team's like looking back at you, and then you can suck in one from a choke, keep your scout behind. Like there's a lot of creative shit you can do when pushing into second. It's quite forgiving. It's not like, I don't know, trying to break a stalemate on, let's say, I don't know, what's like a
Mm.
notorious map for being awful. Like maybe Sunshine, I would give as an example,
Yeah.
where you're basically just okay. There are some teams that try and get like a scout behind, but there is not much you can do because the enemy team is like holding on the point. So
Yeah.
you can't even like trigger backup. You can't get on a medic for free because as soon as you walk in from balcony, there are like 4 people staring at you within shooting distance.
Yeah. You're right.
So usually you just rely on getting like a sack or a double sack or a demo sack, etc. But on Badlands you can do like a lot of creative shit because
But
usually teams hold pretty close to the choke compared to like where the second is
yeah, it's
by
quite far
standard.
away.
So you can trigger the backup as a scout. What the fuck is this boss?
Wait, what? I think that's like a wall bug.
Yeah, like a wall bug. You can trigger backup, fall back. There are a lot of health packs to play with. You can try and look for a pack. Like if you have a good flank scout, he's gonna do a lot of work. Just give him freedom. Like get him space on the flank. Like don't even worry about not watching choke for a bit. You can have one, like you can have leave a scout here on the train, like a pocket scout here, and have a pocket soldier like watching here.
Haunter.
And the
Okay.
rest of your team can aggro the resub. Your demo can sticky up this, maybe like close here or the shadow. And you just have like your scout go behind. Your soldier, like sometimes you can like walk here unseen as a soldier, which is like really funny when that actually like happens. Because I don't know, if you're like here and you're watching back, sometimes you can't even spot the soldier if you don't have like any hat on. If you
Yeah.
like crouch
Hatless.
and go, you can get under the fucking bridge and your scout triggers a backup, everyone's looking back and suddenly you pop out from here and you're on a medic for free. Or in the demo. Or you can do standard. Bomb the med, bomb the demo from choke. Let's keep it simple. Sniper, not very viable.
Yeah,
Maybe
because you peek the choke, you peek anything really, and you're dead.
yeah,
Just
this fucking
can't
piece
do
of
much.
concrete, as soon as you touch it, just expect to die.
Okay.
Because if a good demo is playing against you, he's just gonna juggle you in as soon as you touch this fucking concrete. Just like generally you just wanna stay here max if you're playing demo, so you can like always jump back.
Okay.
So sniper is pretty much a no-go. Like there is no good angle for you to peek from. Shithouse is a no-go, usually watched by not shithouse, hunter. And by the time you can get your sniper here, I mean it's doable, but I don't know. Your sniper still again has to peek like all the way here, and that's like you're past this wall. You can get juggled anywhere. You can't really like serve either way.
Okay. Good to
So
keep in mind.
sniper wasn't very popular. The only, I guess, spot where snipers would play was like on a dishat. You have like fucking huge sideline from balcony into choke.
Oh, I could
Or
imagine.
yeah, or you can go trash.
Also, sorry, just to reiterate, what was the rollout like back then? I don't think we
For
covered that
solo,
yet.
for demo.
I think just general. I guess everyone.
Alright. Where's my spawn? Is this my spawn? Yep. So just sticky like considerably high up, so you don't take full damage
Mm-hmm.
when you fall here, and then sticky like back here, like pretty close to the point, but not as close. You don't want to surf this there. I fucking forgot like
Yeah.
how I used to do it. You want to surf this there,
Okay.
and like this.
Yeah, just the lower area.
Take a pack. If you're feeling like you're super fast, you can go house, or like into choke, or generally you want to be on a balcony. Like, I want to show you like how powerful this pose is. Like, look at the spam angle.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Like that's perfect for demo, right?
you go
just sit here.
fast, you spam with demo, and you like double summon with soldiers. That med is
Yeah.
basically dead if he doesn't know.
You're sitting here like super safe because if something's rushing you from left, you just get here and you're with your team basically. If something's rushing you from right, you can just like sticky up yourself in a house or drop down to valley to your team. You have so many options. to play safe or play aggro when you're playing this position. And you have like spam angle here, you have spam angle here,
Okay.
so you can deny fucking fast left from the enemy team. You have a spam angle like up there if the demo's going fast. It's crazy good. Like this pose is crazy good.
All right.
I wouldn't recommend playing any other position as a demo other than like playing balcony. And when your team is walking up, you can either like drop down with them and walk across the point, or if you fucking puked out all of your ammo to do the initial spam, like I'm missing like 4 stickies, I'm just example, and 2 pipes. By the time I like walk here, I have half my shit reloaded and I can like push over with my team.
Okay.
Just ammo management in general.
I see that.
So demo very powerful. On mid, rollout for soldier. You don't want to do anything fancy on a soldier. It's basically the same as demo. Try not to take full damage. Usually hug the wall, surf the stair. And you can do this.
Oh,
Like
kind
you
of
could jump from here
process.
and like surf a bit of this rock so you don't take full damage. Get healed up. If you want to be like quicker, you can do one more like small jump and like a wall jump.
Oh yeah.
Or you can play it more passive. You can spam a bit on the slope, get some extra damage. You can play from your balcony. You can play. Well, you don't want to play from your balcony if your demo's playing there. You can like jump aggro on the train, like play this position, just like jumping up. So your hitbox is hidden behind the train, but you still get like good angle.
I wonder if double Roma rollout would work on Badlands.
I think it started to get popular as soon as Badlands starting to die off. I don't think many people did like a pocket rollout at the end of the Badlands era. Like for sure you can heal up both of your soldiers just fine if they're doing normal rollout. You're not doing many jumps. You're doing
Just one
from
single jump.
spawn, one here, and your pocket doesn't even need to do the last jump. You just walk.
Yeah, you just walk. Yeah.
And the other soldier can like do
Fine.
the small jump, so he's like a little bit faster, and you can get here. There was a funny rollout for soldier if you want to beat demo to mid.
Yep. Oh, is it
Oh,
to
I think
justice?
you need to speed shot, but you can like land here. You can go here.
Yeah. This is reminds me of the gully wash one.
Hold on. Let me try and hit it. It's actually quite nice if you hit it. No, you need to like surf up this like piece of the ground and like hit a rocket, and you go like flying into the mid.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I think you could do that on demo as well. Let me try. No, I did like 2 stickies. Hold on. It's coming back to me.
Okay.
When you're on mid.
Super
It's like slightly faster, but you have like way less health. But
Yeah.
if you hit it and you can like sticky off the other demo, you have so much ground. It's actually sometimes can be nice for like a surprise mid. Or you can do a fucking submarine. If you run out of ideas, you're losing 4-0 and you just need something else. You can just do a submarine, just like take both of your scouts and just like run into their valley. Then soldiers like bombing over and 2 scouts like walking across. Your demo can play anywhere.
Yeah.
Like safe balcony. He's on his fucking own, like good luck.
Probably the way better map than gully wash to do submarine.
It was quite viable from what I can remember. Like doing submarine on Badlands, but it wasn't popular.
Yeah.
I don't even remember like good teams doing submarine on Gully Wash or like any map. I don't think.
Yeah, it's a more
it was
niche
like
trap.
it was like a one-time niche mid fight, yeah. There used to be a oh my god, I still have a video. There used to be a busted sticky trap on a point that I fucking came up with.
Oh, it was like hidden in the tracks or like in the point?
Yeah, you could put it like underneath the control point here.
Oh no.
And it would like splash all the way like over the entire CP.
That's disgusting.
Or you could there used to be like a prop up here that you could stand on and see into the mid.
No,
Yeah,
that's
there used to be a lot
actually
of broken shit.
broken. Thank goodness.
This is still in the game, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You can stand here as a soldier, like spamming to choke. Like you take a lot of damage when you stand here, but you can get like info.
Oh, so you can take damage there across the yellow sort of area.
Yeah. Like
Little
if
pipe
there is
things.
a scout or a demo, they can
Oh,
like shoot you back.
okay.
But if you just want to get info on where they're standing, your pocket can jump like up here, rocket jump from here, and he can like see pretty deep.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me get a drink.
So much wisdom from Badlands, trying to reinvigorate the new Zoomer generation of
It's a
Tier 2
pretty
players.
shit map overall, like compared to other maps. It used to be popular because it favored the old playstyle,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot more. It used to be slower, more like soldier centric, more demo centric, and back then it was popular because of that. But like nowadays, this map is dog shit for scouts because the actual high grounds that you want to get to are pretty much inaccessible for scout, or like take a lot of time to get to as a scout. And there are a lot of closed areas on all the flanks. So if you
Yeah.
want to flank, like I guess this part not really, but this doesn't really achieve, like getting this space doesn't achieve you anything as a team. Like this space can be taken for free when you're pushing from mid to second. Like this space is not gonna be guarded as heavily, and as soon as you wanna like get behind and shit, like you're in a super tiny corridors, like everywhere. You can't surf a rocket. So scout, not a very good scout map. Very good for soldiers. Like you can do a lot of high bombs pretty much at any point of the map.
Yeah. My team is very soldier centric, so if
Oh,
by
yeah,
God's
it's
miracle
good.
it does get in the next season, hope maybe maybe not, then
It's
yeah,
not
I'd
gonna be
like it.
voted in.
Yeah. Probably
Trying to think.
granary, but I'm really glad Bagel's in though. Finally, like that should just be a staple at this point.
I played fucking Bagel once. It's so good.
Yeah, everyone
Even
loves
for a
Bagel.
soldier, it's so nice. Like you're still
Yeah.
doing viaduct logs where you get like 15 kills and 30 deaths, but it just feels nice and rewarding to play. Like there's space for you to take as a soldier and stuff.
It's true.
Whereas on product, what I don't like about it as a soldier is that you either sit and spam or you get behind. Those are your like two options. It's like you're just on survival health pack collecting duty
Yeah,
behind the enemy lines,
I
or
think
you do sec waves.
I think Bagel's probably better than Clicker. I'd say.
Bagel is probably my favorite King of the Hill map
Mm.
in the game from what I've played. I didn't play many, right? Like
Yeah.
I stopped playing like a couple of years ago, and since then I've just played Pugs. Maybe like a half a season with Swift, like 2 years ago.
Oh, 2 years. Yeah, so you haven't played in a while then. A real long
The,
time.
the the last time I actually played the game was 2018
Okay.
when I played with Seven at Insomnia.
Way back then. That 7 roster. Yeah, I wasn't even in the game. I only came after I-65 when 7 last played.
It was so
So,
funny because that was like my first Prem season to play Soldier.
really? In the
Yeah.
LAN? Or the
Mm,
LANs?
I think there was one season before the LAN,
Oh,
or maybe like one and a half
that's
that I
actually
played.
amazing.
I was a demo main my entire fucking TF2 era, and then Seven needed
Oh.
a soldier, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll play
Give
soldier.
me a second. I'm getting a phone call right now. Sorry. Uh, Yo, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah.
I had to open the door for my brother, man. It's so annoying because he always loses his keys somehow. I don't know why.
So Badlands is notorious for like bad clipping. Like you can put
It
fucking
still has
sticky.
that clipping error. I saw that way before as well.
There is one up here. No, if that one's smaller but more powerful.
What?
I think there is one more.
Somewhere.
It's somewhere. I don't know.
Find and explore. Oh,
Yeah,
there.
like here.
Yeah.
This was like quite a powerful one. Like you're holding passive on disadvantage, and like that's usually where the scouts are pushing you.
Yeah, no one's
Like,
ever
mid.
gonna see that. Kind of ridiculous how there's so many iterations of Prolands and they haven't fixed the Spire yet.
Yeah.
Somehow. Wow.
This used to be my fucking favorite.
If anyone goes there.
Yeah, when people like walk fast on a bridge, you can spot it from like resup and stuff. There used to be like like you can do so many funny like backups as a demo because the last is just a fucking maze. This not so much.
I mean, super low ceiling. I think. Do you think
You
even
can put it
ceiling
like
stickies can do anything?
you can put it like, or you used to be able to put it like
Oh, in
behind.
the behind
They
that?
were like closer together,
Yeah.
and you could like put it like inside the texture, and it was almost invisible. This was a popular trap. Maybe like here as
That's
well. Trying to remember.
Honestly, looking at this now, I wish like there was a sort of boomer cup where you could play all the old maps and like maybe a Panya G6 or could play this or Winners Gaming and Tip Too Easy.
You would think that this is powerful, but not really, because everyone's like, this is where the spam happens, so your stickies just
Yeah.
go about. This is a nice one.
Barrels.
Like the medics are usually like walking like this, just like passive, hugging the wall.
Okay.
Like here on
Oh,
this
the
barrel,
bush.
bush/barrel. This used to be powerful, but I think they changed the clipping. No, this is still like almost invisible.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people actually noticed that. So it's pretty good. There's so many
Like,
devil air traps.
there are so many traps on this map. It's unbelievable. Like if you are a scout main, like good luck. Like this map, you need to clear so many spots. Like there can be fucking stickies here. There can be like even inside the fucking shutter. Like how do you check for this?
That's oh no. That's what is this map? Yeah, I cannot understand why people don't want this map in the map
Broken.
pool.
Stickies fucking here, and the demo's like watching from.
Fuck.
Like this
Yeah.
used to be fucking popular spot to sit in. Just like sit like here. Just have like a trap here and a trap here.
Kill like
Anything that
5
rushes you,
different
kill
people.
like 5,
at
yeah.
once.
That's the fucking warrior spot.
Oh.
I think he was holding it like this, like, and like you're on this side and they're taking space to lobby, like getting ready to push last. That's where usually people would go. That's the fastest way from trash to get into like top lobby. You go here and here. You don't even like look at this wall.
Yeah,
Or
no one's.
when you see the demo and you rush him, he has a trap up here.
Yeah. I don't think even modern day demos they don't really add any stickies, so it's even hard to clear that. Well, were there any other maps that you played competitively that aren't played today? Do you remember any other? Did you play CP well by any chance?
No, not that old.
Okay. Well, what was in the map pool when you played? Like, I don't know, like Div 3 or something, or Div 4?
I've played since season 15.
Good few seasons. What, like 10 years ago?
Let me check the maps. They were in season 15. Product, Badlands, Gully Wash, Process, Granary, Snake,
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much the same maps.
Same exact maps 10 years ago. It's the test of time. And only now Snake Water is getting slightly updated with the original map maker.
Snake back then was even fucking worse. Do you remember Snake when it had drop down on Last?
No, I
Like
never
an
played
actual
that back
drop
then.
down?
I never
Oh
played back then.
god. That was backup city. There was like a huge spiral going from like drop down into second, and the drop down was like into second, from going from last into second.
Oh, I could imagine. I think I do. I saw like a
And it
Cadence video.
and the
of
drop
that.
down ends up on where the fence area is, like
Yeah, yeah.
above point.
I see where it is. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
There was like a fucking spiral thing going up to it, and if you wanted to push out and clear that spot, it took you like a solid fucking 10 seconds to just walk up there. It was awful. Metalworks was added season 17, I think.
Wait, Metalworks is that old?
Yeah, Metalworks is old.
Why didn't people play it as often back then? Why did it only?
It was played for a few seasons and then people hated it and it got removed. I guess Logjam, Reckoner.
Yeah, Reckoner's classic. To be fair,
Reckoner is awful.
it's just.
I think Reckoner might as well be the. No, never mind. Logjam is worse.
You hate Logjam? Oh,
Logjam is the worst sixes map that they added to the pool, and Reckoner is close second.
fair enough. It's just the funny demo sack map. It looks
Yeah,
cool though. It's like I think Metalworks and Reckoner, they look cool. Like Villa, right? Look cool, but they play really bad.
Yep.
Have you played Villa before, by any chance?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do not want to play it. It's not very good.
But this is a funny trap here. They're holding mid.
Okay.
I'm just remembering traps because most of my Badlands gameplay is fucking punk demo. Yeah, you can do, like trap the fucking things here, like the pillars, and the scouts usually like jump up here to like take space. They would just insta explode. You can trap anything on this map, really.
It's real nice. I wanna try and like teach my teams some of these Badlands strats and such, so that if we get those teams where they don't mind any map, we could like play Badlands and just play for fun and see what happens.
Abuse fucking fun.
Yeah.
You need to have a roamer that has like good patience, because most of your roamer gameplay is gonna be either sitting inside drop down, just watching into valley, not even shooting rockets, or sitting on last, watching bottom left.
Okay.
That's where 80% of his time is gonna be, if it's like a slow gameplay. If you're playing like an official and the team's actually like trying against you.
Pretty high skybox, to be fair. Didn't think it'd be this high.
It's high because of the spire. The spire is pretty high up and you wanna have a skybox that goes pretty high. It used to be lower. I think this version has increased skybox.
Yeah, it's got this little ramp thing on the spot too. Well, anything else about Badlands that might be?
That was
Might be
pretty much the
remember.
fundamentals, I guess. Unless you want to go like in depth, like each role, what each role does at every point, but that would take a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if you have the time, of course, but
But it's pretty much it's like every other map.
yeah, you know, just lock down doors. I mean, what 7 kind of coined that sort of game style, right? Lock down doors and just push on these advantages. But yeah.
Fucking when the era of 7 when I used to play, that was the fastest 7 that played, because I don't know, Captain and Truck was the soldier duo before.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they like the slower playstyle, just play safe and shit. Just like take space by taking space and not like actually getting picks. Just bully people out with spam and stuff. But when I played, my soldier partner was fucking Ams, and me and Ams went just fucking crackhead into every team fight. Just like make space and die and do a shit ton of damage, and then Talash and Tiger just clean up crew after. That's how we played.
Must have been great fun, yeah. Back then. Well, thank you so much, Adysky. I'll start recording now. Pretty epic. And